Hi, everybody. I am Tracy Fernandez, and I am a proud director at Legacy Party Sales, Ikumamau team, and Ikumamau organization. And I think everything's working because it says we're live on Facebook and we are recording this on Zoom. So that way we're able to share for those of, for anyone that we know that is not on Facebook. So again, this is why Tupperware, why now? And
do I need to take that off?
You can make comments. I know some of our consultants are trying to jump on Zoom, but you don't need to jump on Zoom because this is in our Legacy Party Sales Facebook page, which is public. So we hope that we have some guests that are watching public. So again, this is why Tupperware and why now. And we want to thank everybody for joining us. And I am so excited. I feel honored that we get to talk to Margie Sasaki. And she has been in Tupperware for a really, really long time. So I am going to ask her some questions and she will be sharing her Tupperware journey. And it's a very exciting one and it has been a very long one. So I am excited to share. And yes, let's see. I have some notes because I want to make sure I ask Margie everything that I really want to ask her. So let's see. Margie is very, very special. I have been with Tupperware for 27 years. So from day one, she has been a part of my Tupperware journey, my Tupperware life, my Tupperware Ohana. So she is very, very special and dear to me. And I thought, as we hear about her journey, all of us will be able to relate. Anyone that is a current consultant and or anyone that we shared this video with that that's thinking about Tupperware, everyone will be able to relate somehow, I'm sure, because of her length in Tupperware. So let's see. When did you join Tupperware, Marge?
I joined Tupperware in April 1967. 55.
Wow. How many years ago?
55 years.
Were you 10 years old?
Yes. Oh, shucks.
Okay, so like I said,
by age.
55 years, Marge
Yes.
has been with Tupperware. So let's see. So at the time that you joined, why did you join?
Oh, in 1967, everybody, it was a different kind of place in Hawaii. We were like a lot of family friends. And I guess I'm just a talkative person. So they pushed me to do Tupperware so that we could have Tupperware parties. We used to have parties like every weekend or somewhere around once a month or so. And so my sister-in-law introduced me to Jay Nakasone. And my sister-in-law always said Tupperware. So in my 20s, I was always, in the 50s, I used Tupperware for 10 years. Then in the 60s, we did parties with Jay Nakasone. Mm-hmm. And later on, she asked me to join because my sister-in-law didn't want to join. So I'm the one, and I think we all loved it at that time. And it was a time where Tupperware was new. You know, it just started in 1949. It was 47, I forgot. So in the 20 years there, between the gap, we're all kids, right? So by the time we get to be young adults in our 20s, you need to do something else besides staying at home. So I did it to, I guess, earn a little extra money to help the kids have a good time playing sports. You know, at that time too, we had Little League, and same thing what you're all doing now, you know, going to Little League games. But I find it very expensive now for you folks now, you moms now. Way back then, it was only like $5, you know, it would do good. But still then you needed extra money. So I decided to join Tupperware to satisfy my family and having extra dollars I had, you know, for the future. Yeah, that's why I joined, to help other people.
So in 1967, Margie, do you remember, I mean, how old were your kids? Were you working another job, or you just did Tupperware?
I've always worked 2 or 3 jobs with Tupperware because it's a part-time job for me. It wasn't a full-time job. So in the early days, I worked for Times Supermarket as a cashier and did Tupperware. So I had people there. I did CPS, which is the current population census for the United States Bureau of the Census.
Mhm.
Took me out of town to San Francisco. And so it was kind of exciting to be off island and do things and do Tupperware at the same time. After that, what did we do? Maybe in our 60s, when I was in my 30s. I think that's the best time it was at that time, because we're all gung ho. We all want to do something. I don't know about other people, but I wanted to do something. So I did my side job. And because my husband was in construction is an up and down thing. You never know. It's a question mark kind of company. You know, construction, you may have a good one for a long time and you may have a slack one. So somebody has to be the supporter. So I was the supporter doing Tupperware for that part. And so that's why I got to enjoy doing what I do, you know. And I wanted Tupperware to always be on the island because it could float. You put it in the ocean or the water, you can float with your Tupperware. It's just a joke that I have in my mind all the time. That we should go without Tupperware, you know, we should always have it. Yeah. So after that, we kept on going, and I met a lot of people. And we have a lot of people that needed the same thing what I needed. And so I could help them get what they needed. And they stayed with me for years. I had dedicated people on my team. And we grew up to be maybe 75 people to 100. I'm not sure already. But way back then. But we all had fun, and it was very exciting. Our rallies used to be exciting. And I guess it was just a job that made either you can make it a fun job or you can make it into a earning job, a career job, depending on what you want to do. So I did that for fun in the beginning and ended up being a career. Isn't that something?
I would say so.
I don't know how it ended up there.
55 years later, right? So
Yeah.
when you joined, how old were your kids?
Oh, the kids were only like 5, 7, no, 7, I guess. I forgot. 7, 5, 7 and 5, I think. And then I have a gap in between. And then I had 2 more children after that. So they were younger. So I had a split group. So I could work at weekends. I would work on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Mhm.
And my husband would take care of the kids while I'm out doing the parties or delivering or whatever. So if you have a partner, your partner can help you so that it'll be an easy, fun job. And when you go on deliveries, maybe you've never been where you've been. And then let's make it exciting. Let's say, come on, let's go and take a ride. I need to do a delivery, or things like that. And that becomes a family thing. Then you can go to the beach after that or go get shave ice. Shave ice used to be the thing for my kids. Yeah, so you can do things like that. You can make it fun.
Right. So when you started, you did it for extra income and fun, right?
Yes.
But throughout the years, your commitment and your, how you ran your Tupperware business has changed.
Yes, very much.
Over the 55 years. So can you share with us a little bit throughout the years how, you were able to change with your, with your family needs and all of that over the years? I know things has changed for you,
True. We never had certain things like we have now. Like all this electronics, which I am not good at. And everything was paper and pencil, and everything was direct. Now we do virtual. We do so many things where we don't even get to see the people. But back then it used to be people. And I used to enjoy that, meeting people and getting together. And we did a lot of cooking and snacking and things like that, which we do today too, but we do it on Zoom, which you cannot smell or taste the food. So I think there's a lot of difference between how we did it and, kind of promote our Tupperware. Tupperware has been really good to me because I really love Tupperware. I really love Tupperware because I do all my vegetable prepping and everything. And I teach other people to do that. And they're happy because it saves a lot of time. And when you go to the grocery store too, you just don't want to just shove everything into your refrigerator. So the times have changed very much. I got to thank Cindy Lowe, always helping me. And some of Shelly always helps me too. And Karen, and my team is just like, I'm the child and they're my parents. Help me. Nowadays, it is in this time now. Before I could do it by myself, but so I think in 1967, around there, it took me 10 years after parties and buying Tupperware. So we had a friend named Esther Shinkawa, and she told me that I was like a turtle, a shiny turtle that was going to bloom. It just took me 10 years to get to be a manager, director, and keep on going. Mm-hmm. Tupperware has been really exciting because we change, as we go along.
Right.
I grew up in Tupperware when it was little sauce bowls. Where's my sauce bowl? You remember? Sauce dishes were the thing.
Uh-huh.
Sauce dishes, cereal bowls, and things like that. And little spoons that had little fork things on. And I sold little iced tea spoons. Now, these were all 59 cents, ladies. You had, yeah. I started out with 49 cents. I went all the way to Schofield to buy a handelier for 10 cents. And so made me want to do Tupperware too. I thought it was going to be fun. And along the way, as we're going along, a person in Tupperware is very dear to me in our time in the 60s. And he always said, oh, how sweet it is. And there was Joe Hara. And this is his cup for his commemoration.
Wow.
So have that here too. So, right now is 20s. The vintage is out, and these are things that I sold back then, but they weren't as high as what you folks have. It was little less money there, but still we made money, So I really appreciate that. Then Tupperware came out with microwave cooking. And this is my first Tupperware microwave book that Tupperware gave us. So this is how we started. I hired somebody to come into Tupperware to do our first Tupperware demonstration at Aloha Party Sales with Evelyn and Alfred Lassiter. And so we started that, and we had that on weekends, and that was really fun too. Yes. Tupperware is always looking for us, They're very innovative. I still have my mini cutting board, and it has your holder here, and you can chop whatever you want and use a scraper and then put everything in, and then your little thing comes apart. Oops. So it was a 3-piece set, and I used to sell a lot of these. When they go fishing, they can cut their bait. If you're at home, you just need a little bit of onions and tomatoes. You got it here. And hooray for Tupperware. I have my maracas. These are the toys that we have. And so I always love to keep this one here to remind me how fun it is in Tupperware. And the last Jubilee that we went to Florida, Tupperware always looks out for us. They sent up some seedlings to the moon. And it went on there, and it's going to get tested. And so even in Tupperware, we have Arthur. And Arthur went to the moon. So we're really advanced in Tupperware. They think about things like that. And so when you do that, you can see that they're thinking about the future for us. And now we have Premier glassware. I don't have mine yet. I'm sorry to say. Maybe Tracy has one close by. You can just show them that's the newest thing out now. I hope that I can keep on going. Maybe another 10 years to sell Tupperware glass.
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing, Marge. So
something different.
What do you think about the flexibility that you've had over the 55 years that Tupperware allows you to have?
I think this part is like for my family to be at their ball games, at their events, that we have to attend. Like in school, some people miss their parents' meetings and things like that. While you work in Tupperware, you can arrange yourself with your schedule and do all of those things. So I never missed out on those things,
Right.
Where it was second, but the kids came first. And not to say what they are today, but at least they did it when they were young and kept that going. And I think for the future of the other people that are starting out now too, is that I think you have to look and see. I have this poster that I use when I did my recruiting and why people need to come, need to do Tupperware as a side job. Because side jobs, if you save all your money from them, from that part, you can accumulate a lot. And I always tell kids, you're going to save $10,000 before you're 30 years old. Because you never know what's going to happen. You want to get married, you want a new car, you want this, you want that. There are many wants in this world. So you have to start somewhere. So you should train your kids to help you to do those things. Maybe that way they'll, we have a lot of distributors that have children that are, managers and directors too, right, Tracy?
Yes.
Yeah, we have that. We have people that have grown with Tupperware and their children. So I guess it's our time to retire. So your next generation is the children. So whoever takes interest in sales, by golly, they should choose Tupperware. It never spoils. It's always fresh. It's always good to have.
Okay, so what are your different? I didn't even know you were gonna make a poster. That's why, Margie.
This poster is since 1968.
Are you kidding me? Okay, so you guys,
It's all the
I know
people
this is like
this is all the
new term. I mean, you know, like modern day terminology, but Marge, I tell you, is the bomb.com. So what are the leaves on the tree, Marge, from 1968 till today? I know everything.
It's the same. It's the same thing.
Exactly.
Achievement, family, freedom, gifts, managership, money, and an outlet to enjoy yourself. You can go to lunch every day with your friends.
Oh my gosh, what was the first
day.
two?
The first two is sharing, recruiting.
Wow.
And the second one is achieving. You want to become a manager, you want to become a director, you want to be the president of the Tupperware world. Earl Tupper would love that, you know. People have come of many years. I think when we started, it was Joe Hara. He was with United Airlines. So we only flew United Airlines to support him. Yeah, it was like that. And Joe Hara is when I started. And he was the guy that said, what did he say? How sweet it is. He always came out and said that when everybody had the recognition. So it's the same thing in 1967 as in 2022 and 2023, gang.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
He has not changed.
You know, Margie, she never ceases to amaze me. And I'm so happy to know that from 1967 till today, 2022, Tupperware has the same opportunity and the same values as that poster. I think I need a copy of that poster. But
that's like, right. The $50,000 challenge for this year from today, last month to now, is achievable. But you have to put your heart into it. That's $10 a month. But if you really are someone who can party and meet people, you can do that. So if you chop it down, or like we say, always divide it down to see what you can accomplish, and maybe you can ask your family to help you get $1,000 from their working place, or 10. I always tell my consultants, 10 people who would help you get $500 within the month, or whatever they can get, and you put it all together in the basket. And what was that called? The mystery party, right?
Right.
So just different terminology, but you're still doing the same thing, getting people involved so that you can create your desire. And if your desire is to go to Jubilee, Orlando, Florida in 2022, you're going to make it. It's like the pretender, right?
Yes.
Heart into it. If she puts her heart into it, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get a cruise.
Right.
So everything is your desire. All of these things, all of these needs play a part in what you want. That's why Tina always tells us, dream big, or whatever her saying is, do what you always do, that you will always get what you have. So, yeah, it's good. Tupperware has been good to me. And I've got a lot of things from Tupperware, trips, ball program. I earned that. I took my daughter. I have one daughter. I took her to Florida with my mother and my mother-in-law. So we had fun. So
exciting.
Yeah.
You've been all over, actually, Marge, with Tupperware.
Yes, Tupperware has taken us all over. Yeah, New York, Virginia, Florida, Las Vegas.
Yes, we were just there a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we were there last week, 2 weeks ago, right? Yeah, but it's good. You have to have you have to encourage your girls to, your ladies or you guys to do the job, a fun job. Yeah, there's a lot of people I've gone through. A lot of people have left, but they still call back for a little bit of more Tupperware. And you can always back to let them know what new things we have. And that should help you to grow also. Yes. Okay, so that's it.
Yes. So again, Marge, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for everything that you have done in 55 years with Aloha Party Sales, with Young at Heart, and now Legacy Party Sales. You are a big contribution to all of our companies that we've had all of these years. And we have learned so much from you. And because every time, even today, but every time you speak, I learn, and I know everybody else does, we learn so much from you. And you inspire so many of us. Like, I just think if Marge can do it, I can do it. And when you said really, really long time ago, when I was really young, when you said that one of your missions was to keep Tupperware in Hawaii and in the islands, I thought, wow, you've really accomplished that. And then that even made me think that that is part of my mission too. So, oh gosh, I thank you so much because yes, you are my Tupperware mom, and I'm glad to hear that you're going to be working Tupperware for at least 10 more years.
I hope to. I didn't say you couldn't do it. I hope to do it. You know me, I'm not getting younger. It's going reverse now. It takes more time. It's it's like, where's the time going or something like this? And then I think, oh no, I can't do it. I think I can do it. And that's how the seniors are. We think we can do it, but when we have to do it, we don't know if we can do it. So there's a difference. So
but you have done amazing, and I have worked with you firsthand. And one thing I thought about that I never really thought about when we were at Jubilee and they were talking about us being almost 80 years, Tupperware's been around, that
yes.
I thought, wow, when Margie joined Tupperware, Tupperware had only been around for like 20 years. And now we've been around for almost 80 years. So
it's a long time.
I know that is just so amazing to me. But again, thank you, Marge. Thank you for
very welcome.
The thousands of people that you have touched over the years, thousands and thousands and thousands of customers and hostesses and hosts, because we love men too. I always say that we love men too, because men make great customers, hosts, and consultants. But the thousands and thousands and thousands of people that you have touched through being they're your customer, they're your hostesses, and they're also your consultants, or even, your colleagues and everyone that you work with. You have just touched us in a way that you cannot even imagine. So I thank you with all of my heart.
You're welcome. Today at work, someone called and she wants a seal. Now, this lady is as old as I am, and she wants her seals changed. Look at that. I'm still doing this. I was just shocked because I said, oh my gosh, what am I going to tell Tracy about what's happening now? And here she calls. So I guess I'm still on their list. It's been 20 years since I've seen her. She says, I can't throw away my bowl. I just need to get another seal. So here I go. I guess I'll be in for a little while longer.
Yes, we need you, Marge. We love you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This why Tupperware, why now? Oh, before we end, one last thing. What would you say to someone that is thinking about doing Tupperware?
I would say, there's many ways that you can spot someone who would like to join or would do. So when you say, come join with me, and they give you a hem haul, you have to find out what their wish is or their want is. Find out what their want is. And like I tell Tracy all the time, you need to take with you a piece of Tupperware all the time, wherever you go in a restaurant or whatever. Yep. Then people will get curious and ask. And the first thing that comes out of your mouth is that I can help you. I can help you do this or whatever she wants, and let her join you. You have a nice way to do it and very polite way to do it. And you can date. Dating is something you have to practice. Okay? All you young people, practice how to date a party, because your personality and my personality and Tracy's is all different.
Right.
And you can date people that apply to you or look to you or want what you have. So we used to have a button, come join our team. So I guess, I don't know. It's just natural, I guess. You just feel like everybody should join to make money, buy Tupperware for themselves, to make their kitchen look good with modular mates. So there's so many ways that you can recruit or you can take parties. So good luck, everybody. Have a great winter. We have good things coming up, and I'm sure you'll be at the top of the list. Yes.
Yes, and we'll see you at the top of the list also, Margie, over the next 10 plus years.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Oh. Bye.
Thanks for watching our Why Tupperware, Why Now, and we will see you another time. Bye.